So in 1975, a company called Taito released a game called Gunfight, or Western Gun as it's known in Japan and Europe. Now, this game is considered to be the first ever example of a twin-stick shooter, a genre that is as popular today as it was back then, especially when it comes to roguelikes. And why is that? Well, I think it's because a roguelike only works if the gameplay is superb. I mean, sure, potentially you've got an infinite number of randomly generated levels, but that only really helps if the gameplay is fun enough to warrant playing it for any length of time. A twin-stick shooter is simple, it's effective, it's easy to pick up and play, so it makes the perfect control scheme for repetition. By the way, I think that Cryptark is fantastic, so let's talk about it.
Here it is, crew, the Cryptark. We cracked this and our contract is paid up in full. Clean slates for all of us.
So you play a space explorer guy who works as part of a salvage team sent in to recover the debris of broken up ships left floating around in space. The only problem is that these ships, while unmanned, do still have their active AI security systems in place.
Raiders, predators, or simply curious explorers. In any case, the fleet security systems made short work of them. Let's hope we don't share their fate.
This means that as soon as you step on board, you're treated like a threat, and the only way to stop this is to destroy the AI's core. However, to do this, first you need to destroy the shield generators that protect it. But to do this, you may first want to get rid of any alarm systems in place. Perhaps take out the door locking mechanism. Each of the ships are different, so it's up to you how you want to take them apart. Maybe there's factories that spawn out enemy droids that if you destroy will stop them manufacturing. The biggest pain in the ass, and the thing that I recommend destroying first, are the repair stations, which undo all of your hard work by repairing everything you destroy, so yeah, prioritise them.
Finally, fire up that shield generator. I'd rather you burn out the power cell than bring my suit back with holes in it.
A campaign will last for 5 missions, with each of them getting progressively more complex and more difficult as you go, eventually throwing everything in the kitchen sink at you. Even a security system which switches the location of every defense system every 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah, things get pretty crazy. There's a series of different characters to unlock and choose from, each coming with their own special moves and starting loadouts. But pretty soon, in the campaign at least, things are up to you. Before each of the missions start, you get to decide precisely what you want to start with, and I mean everything from your starting health, to the items you want to take, to the amount of ammunition you want.
Unfortunately, it won't be easy. These ghost ships have some onboard security built to last, so we'll have to blast our way in.
All of this though costs money, and you only have a certain amount, so you need to decide how to spend it wisely. You don't want to waste it and spend too much, but at the same time you don't want to head in with too little, otherwise it's pretty likely that you'll die, and then it costs 100 grand to try again. If you ever run out of money in the campaign, game over.
Captain, you have exceeded the budget provided to you. This is in breach of our agreement.
There's nothing worse though than heading in without enough ammo or health. Sure, there's a few refill stations on board, but even these cost money. It's the kind of game where you need to bring an accountant along with you. He'd probably recommend doing some of the sub-missions for a little extra cash. Eventually you'll find some new tech on board the ships, which provide you with some new random upgrades to purchase. There's everything from machine guns, to shotguns, to rocket launchers, to flamethrowers, to lasers. There's even remote nuclear bombs which you can set to create these huge explosions that clear out entire areas. In fact, some of the explosions in the game get insanely big. But if the campaign and all of that finance nonsense doesn't sound like your thing, then there's a more traditional rogue mode which basically sends you on 5 missions without all of the money side of things involved. Instead of purchasing new things in between levels, you simply find them on board ships and switch them out accordingly. In many ways it's much tougher as there's no room for error here. If you're into your roguelike twin sticks, then this is one that I can recommend. It's got the same addictive gameplay that you can expect from the genre, plus a cool sci-fi setting and a few nice surprises, and some neat decisions that make it a little bit unique. Thanks for watching.